Lewis Hamilton left Las Vegas what a P2 finish, but he couldn't feel anything else than betrayal and disappointment, as it could have been his third win of the season, especially considering how good the car was on race day. So was there any foul play? Was there a reason for Hamilton to feel betrayed by his soon-to-be former team? First off, he claimed a Formula One victory at the Las Vegas Grand Prix would have been a breeze if he had been able to put together a lap during qualifying on Friday. The Briton made mistakes on both flying laps in Q3, locking up at turn 14 on his first try and sliding at turn 4 on his second, resulting in that time being deleted. Hamilton's best lap from Q2 would have been good enough for third place on the grid, but he began in 10th and had a lot of distance to make up. Early moves on Nico Hülkenberg, Oscar Piastri, and Yuki Tsunoda helped him get into contention. He soon outpaced the other frontrunners, as Mercedes seemed to be at ease on the chilly, low-grip track surface. However, his attempt to move up on winning teammate George Russell finally stopped. And according to Hamilton and other rumours, it's due to a little sabotage within the team. Some rumours that are around are suggesting that Hamilton is still forced to drive an old spec car instead of the new one Russell is driving with. However, after finishing second, Hamilton still saw the positives. But still, without the troubles, he would have easily won, he felt. "That was great," Hamilton said. "Firstly, I've got to say a big congratulations to Max winning the championship, still with several races to go. And if I'd done my job yesterday, it would have been a breeze today. But it's okay. I had fun coming from the back, coming from 10th, and the team did a fantastic job. We don't know why we were so quick this weekend, but that's the best the car's ever felt, so I'm grateful to have been a part of getting it to that point. Maybe the reason that we did so well is because it's cold. If we're in a hot climate, that's where we struggle the most. If the car drives like that in the next couple of races, then I think we'll be in a good spot to challenge the guys up front. The championship's done, so now it's just an all-out fight for the best positions possible." Hamilton left Las Vegas, happy and sad at the same time. But is there any truth to the rumours? Do you think Mercedes could really sabotage Hamilton? As for Russell, he regarded his victory in Las Vegas as a dream weekend and, like Hamilton, was shocked that Mercedes was able to maintain its lead throughout the weekend. He said that he expected chaos to happen behind him, but was pleasantly pleased that he was able to surge into the lead with little to detour him off his route to victory. "I was planning on flying in a couple of hours, but I'm definitely not getting on that flight, and I'm going to enjoy this evening with all my team," Russell said. "It's been a dream of a weekend. I don't know how we would have been so quick, but I'm just riding this wave right now. I can't even describe this place. To get the victory here, pole position, dominant weekend, 1-2 with Lewis as well. You know, we couldn't have chosen a better place to make this happen. I was just waiting for something to happen. The 2 races I've been on pole before, it's always been chaos. Rain, dry, and always something happening. Last race in Brazil with the red flag. I thought, I feel confident here. I've got a good gap, but I'm just waiting for something to happen. And it didn't. So I guess my luck has turned." Mercedes looked to have figured it out just before the end of the season. However, this might not be actually the case, as Toto Wolff, Mercedes team boss, stated that the team really crushed everyone at the Las Vegas Grand Prix and remarked that it's really nice if one would understand these cars. Mercedes has had an up and down season in terms of form, going from behind McLaren, Red Bull and Ferrari to their second 1-2 result on the road this season in Las Vegas. While George Russell was subsequently disqualified for crossing the line ahead of Lewis Hamilton in Belgium, this is the team's 4th victory of the season, with Russell converting pole to victory in Las Vegas. Hamilton improved from 10th on the grid to 2nd in a Driver of the Day performance, as voted for by fans. And while Russell confessed the team was scratching our heads at their pace earlier in the weekend, they translated it into a 1-2 finish come Sunday. Wolff feels Mercedes could have gone faster in the race, and while the team understands what made them quick on the Las Vegas strip track, he wishes to see the vehicle flexible to compete on any track. "It's really nice if one would understand these cars, because today we really crushed everyone. Dominant," Wolff said after the race. We could have gone easily faster. We were at times 2 seconds quicker than everybody else, and I'm really happy. The team deserves it. We've worked so hard in Brackley and in Brixworth and here at the race team, so that's a great day. When asked if that meant Mercedes did not understand why they were so fast in Las Vegas this weekend, Wolff replied, "No, we do. I think it's just when you design a car and you put it on track. Generally, you try to have it good at every track. We seem to be very good when it's high speed and when it's a bit of a chillier side with less grip, and this is something we can be proud about. But when it's getting hot, that is where the car is not performing so well." George's driving was just from another planet. He's kept that under control and managed with all the time. I think the defending against Leclerc was spectacular, and Lewis came from P10 with a super strong car, finishing just 5 seconds behind George. Chapeau. It's safe to say Wolff was happy with his driver's performances, and when asked about Hamilton and his legacy, he quickly turned around from the words shelf life he used earlier in the weekend. Toto Wolff quickly set the record straight, and is certain that saying farewell to Lewis Hamilton 3 years after he lost his hold on the F1 World Championship would not overshadow Mercedes' accomplishments with the British driver. Hamilton will depart Mercedes for Ferrari at the end of the 2024 Formula One season, having used an escape clause in his contract to secure a multi-year agreement with the Italian team. The season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will conclude the 39-year-old's 12-year tenure with Mercedes, which included 6 titles and 82 Grand Prix victories. 80 of those victories were achieved during their first 9 years together. While Mercedes and Hamilton were prolific in the years following Formula One's conversion to V6 hybrid power units, they have struggled since 2022, when Formula One adopted ground-effect aerodynamic cars, with the 7-time world champion winning only 2 races in the previous 3 seasons. As a result, Hamilton has fallen short of the lofty goal of winning a record-breaking 8th championship. However, Wolff argues that this does not eclipse Mercedes and the Britons' achievements together. It's the most competitive motorsport in the world, and we were fortunate and blessed to win 8 consecutive world championship titles, the team principal said. That wasn't done before in any other sport, and Lewis won 7 drivers' championships. You cannot extrapolate from that you're going to win forever, or that you're in the hunt for every single championship. That doesn't happen. And the regs were changed twice, and we maintained the level of performance and won championships. And then, we've just been caught out by these new regulations in 2022. Until today, we're just not able to put steady performance on the car and provide the drivers with something that is predictable, that has enough downforce, that doesn't bounce or hop, that rides where the ride is acceptable, where the tyre degradation can be managed in the right way and not be too cold or too hot. That is how sport goes. That's very easy. I don't know where I read that, or where I heard that, but a basketballer was asked whether he felt that his season was a failure. And he said, "Michael Jordan played 10 or 12 seasons in the NBA and he won 4. Does that mean that the whole thing was a failure? Were the other 6 a failure? And I think we've been together 12 years now in this championship and we won 8. Are the other ones a failure? We finished 3rd 2 years ago. We finished 2nd last year, bearing in mind we haven't won a race, and we won 3 this year. So that is not all a failure. That was a pretty good spell for Mercedes, and for Lewis. And we will be trying to do it better. We are trying to do it better every single day, every single weekend. And the same will be next season, and then the big one in 26. So, what do you think? Have Mercedes been actively trying to push George in front of Lewis? And are they downplaying some of his achievements this season to get Russell ready to become the new poster boy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.